Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Swipe Up 111, the show where I share some of my favorite posts from Instagram. Let's get it started with this first one from the Corner Comedy Club. It is a comedy club up in Canada, and they are trying to raise money because there is, a lot of places around the world are experiencing the second wave of this pandemic and are forced to close down. So they are trying to raise money. And the reason why, I've never been to this comedy club. I love comedy. There's a lot of comedy clubs that are probably going out of business. So you might be asking yourself, Ray, or asking me, Ray, maybe I'm asking myself, Ray. There's a lot of people just saying, Ray, with a question mark, Ray, why would you choose this one? Well, let me tell you why. Because the owner of this comedy club is a good dude, and he's somebody that's been on my old podcast, the Inspired Disorder podcast, as a guest. He's somebody that I met online and I've talked to many times online, and he's a really good dude, Joe Rangitang. At least that's what his name was. Joey Tuchito, I think, is his real name. But he owns the comedy club, and it was a dream of his back when I first met him and was talking to him. And many years later, he finally opened the club. And up until recently, it looks like things have been going good up until, of course, now. So they're doing a GoFundMe to raise money to help save this comedy club. So if you are a person who has extra money and you want to help contribute to saving a comedy club, a place where art is created in the form of laughter, and maybe you don't know where to throw some of your extra money, this is the place where you should throw some extra money. There's a link. We'll follow the corner _CA on Instagram. There's a link in the bio, or go to GoFundMe, and I'm sure if you search Corner Comedy Club, it will show up. And I highly recommend donating if you're looking for a way to help during these times. But yeah, highly recommend it. And if you are in the area of, I've talked about them before, and I forget where they are located. Does it say in here? Nope. No, it does not say. And Izzy's going crazy. But yeah, if you're looking for comedy and you want to travel to Canada, go check out Corner Comedy Club. When things change, when things kind of open back up, probably next year sometime, hopefully. But let's move on now. Let's move on. Hopefully, sending all my positive energy to Joey and his dream, his baby. Moving on now to just one of the best videos I've ever seen. It's a video for those that haven't seen it. It's a man playing a keyboard out on the streets while people are listening to him. But then in the background, you have cop vans doing circles with their sirens on. There's a bonfire going on, people throwing rocks. Like it's a very crazy juxtaposition of things happening in this video that is just, if you were to encapsulate 2020 and my mental state, I'm like the guy trying to play the piano despite riots going on in the background, and it doesn't seem to be affecting him in any way. But yeah, just kind of a crazy video that it's just the things you see online is just amazing. But let's move on to some amazing art here from Laura. What's her name? Laura Ball. I'm a fan of ink. I've been using ink for years now, and this is just, this is next level stuff. Not exactly what I'm doing with ink. This is definitely stuff that takes many hours to accomplish all of the detail I mean, the way it flows is amazing. The colors are great. You can kind of get lost looking at all the detail of these paintings, these tigers in watercolor. But then you look and there's other animals buried. It's almost like the AI thing that Google put out, where you upload an image and then there's like you start seeing other images within the image, like has like a psychedelic look to it. But yeah, just amazing artwork that my stuff's never gonna get to, because this is not the path that I'm on. But I love seeing I really love the aesthetic of ink on paper, and it's cool to see the other things that you can do with it and how amazing it looks. Now let's move on again to one of my favorite comedians. Doug Benson was recently 5 minutes away from where I live. I live in La Quinta, California, and he was at the La Quinta Resort, which apparently was also the location for a recent taping of the Bachelorette TV show, which I've never seen that. I watch trash reality TV now and then, but never watched the Bachelorette. But listening to Douglas Movies, one of my favorite podcasts, Doug mentioned that he was at the La Quinta Resort, and I have back in the before time. I would drive Uber and Lyft for survival, and a lot of the times I've driven up and down this. That's the driveway to the resort. Um, Picked up and dropped off many people. The lead guy, what are those guys called? The parking attendant guys. He's an asshole. He is a big asshole, and really tries to bully people. It's funny. It's funny. He's. I wouldn't be surprised if like drivers have gotten out of their vehicle and stepped to him, because he really has some balls the way he treats. At least the way I've been treated many times by him, where he just acts like he is the mayor of the like La Quinta or something like that. He's just like, anyway. Doug Benson was here, and I'm glad he was able to. I guess he came out for Halloween with his girlfriend, and it sounded like he had a good time. And it seems like there's a lot of people from LA now either visiting. I mean, it's kind of a popular place to come out to visit from LA. It's only 2.5 hours away. But I think a lot of people are moving here. I think Tim Dillon recently moved to the Valley, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, shout out to Doug. I love Doug. He's amazing, and his podcasts are great, and his comedy is great. So check him out. And then last but not least, this piece of art here from Madeline Tonzi really looks like. I mean, I really like the aesthetic of it. It has kind of like a surreal, mountainy kind of desert vibe, but it also looks like like a level design for like an independent video game, like a independent platform video game, because there's a lot of like these independent games that have like really amazing aesthetics, just really beautiful game design. And this one really looks like, if you were to zoom out of like a map that you would play on a platform game, you might see something like this. And it just caught my eye, and I wanted to share it, and I thought it was amazing. Art is amazing, so go support artists and share their work if you like it, or buy it. But let's do some shout outs and get out of here, shall we? Shout out to the corner_CA. Shout out Doze Green. Shout out DBS Gallery. Laura Ballnett. You Don't Know Doug. Shout out Hashimoto Contemporary. And shout out Madeline Tonzi. And most importantly, shout out to you. Make sure you support our sponsor, Amazon Prime. Get yourself 30 days free of Amazon Prime. It's the service that keeps on giving, whether you want to stream movies, TV shows with Amazon Prime, all the movies and TV shows that are available there. Or you want to borrow Kindle books, maybe you're into reading, borrow some Kindle books, get your read on. Or let's say you like music, you can listen to unlimited music with Amazon Music, all through the Prime service. Get your 30 days free of Amazon Prime, signing up now through my link, inspireddisorder.com/prime. And of course, you get your free 2-day shipping, along with all of the other benefits. inspireddisorder.com/prime. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com and follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!